Hello and welcome back to Let's Master English. I'm your host, and it's great to have you with me again. Today, we're diving into a topic that is a huge part of our daily lives, something that's probably in your pocket or on your desk right now: social media. It's a world of connection, entertainment, and endless scrolling. But for us language learners, it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? It can be an incredible tool, a gateway to a world of authentic English, but it can also be a massive distraction, a source of anxiety, and a place where we compare our progress to others. I know this because I've been there. I have spent countless hours scrolling through feeds, feeling like I was wasting my time. But I've also discovered how to turn that distraction into a powerful learning habit. In this episode, I want to talk honestly about the ups and downs of social media. We'll explore my own journey with it, the pitfalls I fell into, and the strategies I developed to make it work for me, not against me. We'll look at how you can start using platforms like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and even TikTok wisely, specifically for your English learning. And I'll share some inspiring stories from learners around the world who have successfully integrated social media into their path to fluency. So, let's get into it. Let's talk about how to tame the beast of social media and turn it into your personal English tutor. Let's be honest. My first real experience with social media as an English learner wasn't a positive one. I had just reached that B1 level where I could understand a decent amount, but speaking was still a struggle. I thought, great, I'll follow some native English speakers on Instagram and immerse myself. So I did. I followed actors, musicians, and travel bloggers from the US and the UK. At first, it was exciting. I was seeing real English in my daily feed. But soon, a couple of problems started to creep in. The first was the sheer volume of content. I would open the app to practice English for 5 minutes, and an hour later I'd still be there, mindlessly scrolling through photos of perfect holidays and beautifully crafted meals. I wasn't actually learning. I was just consuming passive content. My brain was tired, and I hadn't practiced a single sentence. This is the black hole of social media, and I fell right into it. The second, and perhaps more damaging problem was comparison. I started following other English learners. I saw people who seemed so much more fluent than me. They were posting videos of themselves speaking perfectly, using idioms I had never heard of. I started to feel inadequate. My own slow progress felt like a failure. I remember thinking, I'll never be that good. Why am I even trying? This feeling, this comparisonitis, is so common, yet we rarely talk about it. Social media often shows us the highlight reel of someone's life, or in our case, their language journey. We don't see the hours of study, the mistakes, the frustration. We only see the perfect, polished result. It was discouraging, and for a while, it made me want to give up. I have a friend, Sophia from Argentina, who had a similar experience. She's a very talented artist and wanted to connect with other artists on Instagram, but she found herself spending more time looking at other people's success than working on her own art and her English. She told me she felt like she was in a constant state of catching up. This is the dark side of social media. It can drain our time, our energy, and our confidence if we're not careful. I knew something had to change. I couldn't just delete all my social media accounts. They were my connection to friends and family. But I couldn't continue using them in a way that made me feel bad about myself and my English. So I decided to take control. I realized I needed to move from being a passive consumer to an active learner. My first step was a digital declutter. I went through every account I was following and asked myself a simple question: does this account help me learn English or make me feel good? If the answer was no, I unfollowed. It was tough at first. I felt like I was missing out. But after a few days, something amazing happened. My feed became a calmer, more positive, and much more useful place. Instead of following celebrities, I started following English teachers. There are so many amazing creators out there who share daily tips, quizzes, and short lessons. I followed accounts that explained phrasal verbs with funny videos. I followed accounts that did pronunciation challenges. Suddenly, my 5 minutes of scrolling turned into a genuine micro-lesson. This was my turning point. I understood that social media is a tool. A hammer can be used to build a beautiful house, or it can be used to break a window. It all depends on how you use it. I decided I was going to use social media to build my English fluency, not to break my confidence. So, how can you do this? How can you turn your social media feed into a powerful learning environment? Here are the practical steps and tricks that I used and that you can start implementing today. 1. Curate your feed. Like a pro. This is the most important step. You need to be the boss of your own algorithm. Follow the right people. Don't just follow any native speaker. Find people who create content specifically for English learners. Look for teachers who explain things clearly and who have a positive and encouraging style. Look for accounts like BBC Learning English, English with Lucy, or smaller accounts that focus on specific areas like business English or exam preparation. These creators understand the challenges you face and tailor their content to be helpful and understandable. Diversify your input. Don't just follow teachers. Follow accounts related to your hobbies and interests. Do you like cooking? Follow a chef who posts video recipes. Are you into football? Follow your favorite team's official English account. I have a friend, Paolo from Italy, who is a huge basketball fan. He learned so much slang and conversational English just by reading comments on posts from the NBA's official page and watching player interviews. He told me, "I was learning without feeling like I was studying. I was just catching up on the game, but my brain was absorbing all this new language." You learn best when you're interested in the topic. Use the mute and unfollow buttons. Be ruthless. This is your space. If an account makes you feel bad about your progress, or if it's just a distraction filled with content you don't need, mute it or unfollow it. Your mental health and your learning progress are more important than keeping up with someone's holiday pictures. Curating your feed is an act of self-care for your language learning brain. 2. Move from passive scrolling to active engagement. This is the key to turning screen time into study time. You can't just let the information wash over you. You have to interact with it. The save and review technique. When you see a useful post, a new idiom, a grammar tip, a word you've never seen before, don't just like it and forget it. Use the Save feature on Instagram or create a special bookmark folder on X, formerly Twitter. Then, and this is the important part, schedule a time once a week to go back and review everything you've saved. I used to do this every Sunday morning with a cup of coffee. I'd open my saved folder and write the new phrases in my notebook. Then I would try to make my own sentence with each one. This simple habit turns a fleeting piece of information into concrete knowledge. Engage in the comments. This is your chance to practice writing in a low-pressure way. Don't just write "nice pic" or a simple emoji. Try to use the vocabulary or grammar from the post itself. For example, if a teacher posts about the present perfect tense, leave a comment using it. "This is a great explanation. I've just finished work for the day." Or, "I've never been to London, but I'd love to go one day." It's a small, practical application of what you've just learned. It reinforces the knowledge, and sometimes the teacher or other learners will reply, giving you even more reading and interaction practice. Take part in quizzes and challenges. Many learning accounts post interactive stories with quizzes. Do them. It's a fun, fast way to test your knowledge. Some accounts also do challenges, like describe your day using only 5 words, or share a photo of something blue and describe it. These are fantastic opportunities to be creative and push yourself to use the English you have. Use different platforms for different skills. Not all social media platforms are the same. You can use them strategically to work on different aspects of your English. Instagram for vocabulary and pronunciation. It's a highly visual platform, which makes it perfect for learning new words with pictures and short videos. Many creators post videos where you can see their mouth as they pronounce a word and then hear it clearly. This is incredibly helpful for getting the sounds right. X, Twitter, for reading and writing. Short texts. The character limit on X forces people to be concise and direct. It's great practice for reading short, authentic texts like news headlines, opinions, and announcements. It also teaches you how to express your own ideas in a limited number of characters, which is a useful skill. Follow news agencies like Reuters or the BBC to get headlines and short news summaries throughout the day. YouTube for listening and comprehension. This is the undisputed king of listening practice. You can find content on literally any topic imaginable, at any speed and any level. My biggest tip here is to use the playback speed feature. If a video is too fast, slow it down to 0.75x. If you want to challenge yourself, speed it up to 1.25x. Use the subtitles, but use them wisely. A great technique is to watch a short clip first with no subtitles and try to understand the general idea. Then, watch it again with English subtitles to check your understanding and learn new words. Finally, watch it one last time with no subtitles. This 3-step process actively builds your listening skills. TikTok for slang and real-life English. TikTok can be a great place to hear very current, informal, and authentic English. You can learn slang, idioms, and expressions that you will never find in a textbook. However, be warned, it can also be the biggest time waster of all. My rule for TikTok is to use it with a specific goal and a time limit, like, I will watch 5 short videos from English creators for 10 minutes, and then I will close the app. Let me tell you about Li Wei, a student from China. He was preparing for his IELTS exam and was really struggling with the listening part. The speakers in the exam talked so fast. He told me that his breakthrough came from YouTube. He found a channel that analyzed movie scenes and explained the vocabulary and cultural references. He started spending 30 minutes every day watching these videos, following the active listening technique I just mentioned. His listening score improved dramatically because he was learning with content he found genuinely entertaining. One of the most powerful and positive aspects of social media is the ability to connect with people. For English learners, this can be a game changer. It can help you overcome the feeling of isolation and give you the motivation to keep going when things get tough. I found a wonderful community on Facebook. I joined a group for English learners who were at a similar B1, B2 level to me. It was a safe space where we could ask questions without feeling stupid. We would share resources we found, ask for clarification on confusing grammar points like the difference between for and since, and most importantly, we would encourage each other. When I was feeling frustrated with my progress, I could post in the group, and within minutes, I would have messages from people in Brazil, Vietnam, and Italy saying, "Don't give up, we've all been there." This sense of community is what fluency is all about. Connection. You can create your own little community too. Find a study buddy. You can find language exchange partners on apps like HelloTalk or Tandem, but you can also find them in Facebook groups or in the comments section of your favorite YouTube teacher. Find someone who is serious about learning and schedule a weekly video call. You can practice speaking about a specific topic for 30 minutes in English and then 30 minutes in their language. Join a challenge group. Sometimes a teacher on social media will organize a 30-day speaking challenge or a book club for English learners. Join it. Being part of a group with a common goal is incredibly motivating. You will learn from others, make new friends, and you'll have accountability, which makes you much more likely to stick with it. My friend, Fatima from Morocco, did exactly this. She joined an online book club for English learners that she found through an Instagram teacher. Every month, they would read a chapter of a book written for English learners and then discuss it in a group video call on Zoom. She told me it was terrifying at first to speak in front of 10 other people, but it forced her to practice her speaking and listening skills in a real, meaningful conversation. It was this experience that really pushed her from a hesitant intermediate speaker to a confident, advanced one. Using social media wisely is a key part of the modern language learning journey. It allows you to immerse yourself in English no matter where you live. It provides you with an endless supply of learning materials, and it connects you with a global community of learners and teachers. But remember, it's just one tool in your toolbox. It doesn't replace focused study, like working through a textbook, learning grammar rules, or taking a class. But it can supplement and enrich your learning in a way that was never possible before. It brings the language to life. Fluency is a process. It's built day by day, through small, consistent actions. It's about turning mindless scrolling into mindful learning. It's about choosing content that inspires you, not content that makes you feel small. It's about engaging, practicing, and connecting. It's about finding joy in the process. So, the next time you pick up your phone to open a social media app, pause for a second. Ask yourself, what is my intention? Are you there to learn, to connect, to practice, or are you just there to scroll? By making that conscious choice, you can transform social media from a potential enemy of your progress into one of your greatest allies on the path to mastering English. All right, that brings us to the end of another episode. Let's quickly recap the key strategies for using social media wisely to learn English. Acknowledge the downsides. Be aware of the dangers of mindless scrolling and comparing yourself to others. Don't fall into that trap. Curate your feed. Take control of your algorithm. Unfollow accounts that don't serve you and follow English teachers, creators, and pages related to your hobbies in English. Be an active learner. Don't just consume content. Save useful posts for review, practice writing in the comments, and participate in quizzes and challenges. Use different platforms for different skills. Use Instagram for vocabulary, X for reading, YouTube for listening, and TikTok for modern slang, all with intention. Find your community, join groups, find a study buddy, and participate in challenges. Connection is a powerful motivator. My challenge for you this week is to pick just one of these strategies. Maybe you'll do a digital declutter and clean up your Instagram feed. Or maybe you'll find a YouTube channel related to your passion and try the active listening technique. Start small, be consistent, and you will see a big difference. Thank you for tuning in to Let's Master English. I truly believe that with the right mindset and the right strategies, you can achieve your English fluency goals. Social media is a powerful tool, and now you have a roadmap for how to use it effectively. We love hearing from you, so please feel free to connect with us on our own social media channels. Share your own tips and tell us how your journey is going. Your tip could be the one that helps another learner. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep mastering English.